Hi everyone, I'm here with Oatmeal Acres Ricochet, aka Ricky, or as I like to call her, Oatmeal. I'm going to go over a little bit about harness fitting and line driving. I'm not going to line drive, but I'm going to talk about line driving a little. So I'm going to fit the saddle, breeching, and the breast collar of the harness to Ricky. And I'm going to go over what I like to see in harness fitting. And I'm going to go over what I like to see when I line drive. I'm going to throw this on her back. I'm going to adjust these straps right here. I'm going to also point out a few harness parts while I'm at it. By the breeching, I mean this right here. It falls down right here by her hind end. So it's kind of like what people call your britches, her breeching. It's an easier way to remember it. Now, this is the first time that I'm putting the harness on her. So I kind of expect her to be a little tense at least. But she is doing really well. I'm going to adjust the strap on this side to get it to lengthen a little. This is an older harness. You can buy the same exact thing, much newer. I think this is at least 10 years old. But this is my training harness that I use on all the horses that are in training. So the girth right here that I'm tightening right now, I want to fit one finger between there like you would a girth on a saddle, but that's it. If it's too loose, then when you have the bridle connected, when they turn their head, she's messing with the broom bucket, when they turn their head, they are going to jerk the saddle, this is the saddle, around because there's a check rein that runs from the bridle to this hook right here. So on the back, by the breeching, I like it between the halfway point of the top of the tail and the hocks right here. So about in the middle right there. This harness is back here. This is the largest I can make it. But this harness is almost too small for her, as she is considered a pony. And this is a mini harness. But for right now it will work because it's not too small. But it's right at the point where I cannot adjust it to make it larger. So if she was larger, I wouldn't be able to use it. So this is the breast collar. I throw these up here. I'm going to go to the other side. And these are the traces. I'm going to loop these under here. Now, on the breast collar, I like it to fall. I might actually have to adjust it more. It's kind of hard to adjust the breast collar when it's not connected to a cart. So you have to pull it like this to see where it would fall if it was being tight. I like it between this point right here and this point right here in the middle. Because if it's too loose, it'll fall. And when they're pulling the cart, it'll pull right here and it can trip them. And if it's too tight, it'll rub up here and it can cut off their airway. So I want it right there. So this is the saddle, like I said. These are the traces. This is the breast collar. Right here is the spider on larger harnesses, more fancy harnesses, not like this harness, like a draft horse harness, they'll have 4 straps going down on each side, where this only has 1 on each side. So the 4 straps kind of resembles a spider. That's where it gets its name from. This right here, that's under her tail right here, is the crupper. And this is the breeching or britching. Well, that is how I fit this part of the harness. It's pretty easy to adjust. I adjust this from as small as 28 inches up to about 39 inches is the tallest that I can adjust it to. Well, thank you for watching, and I really hope this was helpful for those who are asking about how I adjust harnesses to a new horse, and how to a few names of a few harness parts, and how to adjust a harness. Thank you.